Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment. You can listen to The Mike O'Mara Show at MikeO'MaraShow.com.
Let's get started.
The best of O'Mara.
Prior to my discussing what I'm going to discuss here, I would like to issue a very public apology to our own pony boy, Matt Bloom.
Oh, really? Oh, really? Apologies already.
Now, I think Oscar could probably document the fact that for as long as the Mike O'Mara Show has been in existence, it just seems that Pony and I, when we have to take care of anything business-wise, it just doesn't always line up. I have fondness for... Let me give you the similarities with me about Pony and my politics line up beautifully.
Yes.
Pony and my television tastes when it comes to series television.
Very close.
Usually, and movies to a certain extent are usually spot on.
They're both white.
I like Pony a lot, and I think he knows that. I hope he does. Yeah. When it comes to business activity, especially business activity when I'm doing my best to tread water through a day.
Like business, like banking and transactions, or
it could include that. I think
it could be transactions.
Yes.
It could be communication regarding the show, whether it be something technical that's gone awry. The element of communicating something with business can be problematic. So yesterday, this is a minor Pony. I would describe this as a minor blip. Would that be accurate in your mind? So. I hope it is.
You know, this really killed me though. This one made me feel awful because I knew you were not feeling well. And
well, I appreciate that.
He's 60 years old, not a toddler.
And
not
really,
feeling well. What are you going to coddle him?
Pony, I'm here to tell you that due to my depleted condition, the statement that I made to you with our last conversation yesterday, that everything you and I do together turns into an S show, may have been a little bit broad. You know, perhaps
may have been a little rash.
Not rash, Rob, but overstating what the real
Earn
deal is.
this tape when we're done.
Do you feel that without you having said that, he probably knew that's what you were thinking at the time?
I think he knew that I was probably doing a bit of venting, and
sure.
I believe I have issued the public apology to Pony Boy, who has taken a beating from all of us at one time or another, mostly Oscar and I with Pony. But, well, you've been rough on him, too, and I
was mad that he didn't go to Japan, but I let it go.
And I let it go, too.
Yeah.
I let it go, too.
I'm still very pissed about that.
I know you are, Rob. I know you are.
Arigato.
Let me...
Talk English!
This is a segment I would like to call My Day with Pony.
Oh, please.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, this sounds like it's fun.
Yeah.
Thank you, Rob. Appreciate that. So,
one-on-one.
Yes.
Yesterday at the conclusion of the broadcast, I would venture to say that I was in a somewhat depleted condition.
Yes.
It was just I've done shows where I felt a lot worse. I've done shows where I've sounded a lot worse, but this is right in between. And
to be fair, you muscled through, though. You made it.
Got a minor cold, and it's no big deal. But it is requiring, because of the throat, a little more. But I was done.
A little more effort. A little more effort, yeah.
And also, at the end of the show, I realized that my Thursday is Daddy Daycare Day.
Oh, you got the Rodriguez kid.
So it's not Rodriguez.
What's his
Thank
name?
you very much.
Sam Harper, who was the kid you hung with?
We're not going here.
Okay,
we're not going here with the kid.
Okay.
Not with the other kid.
All
Thank
right.
you very much.
Okay, can I
Please.
just say
This is my life. You know
can
that,
I just
right?
say
No.
Thursdays are Donnie and Mikey days.
Okay, thank you, Oscar. Oscar, behave yourself. So anyway,
Mike,
here it is.
How about a reset?
And now my day with Pony. To recap, I probably mentioned this before, but on my Thursday, at the conclusion of doing this broadcast, I will run an errand or two, but primarily my next big function is to hop in my vehicle and drive over to the school, where school lets out at approximately 2:05, and I leave my domicile at 1:10 or 1:15, so as to be the 8th or 9th car in line to pick up my son Michael and his best friend Donnie.
Time-wise, how long does it take to drive from your home to the school, portal to portal?
Oh, gosh, 11 minutes.
Oh, so it's close.
Great.
Perfect.
Nice terminal.
So I am in the car probably from roughly 1:20 to 1:30 till school lets out, which would be about 10:50. It's about 45 to 50 minutes of sitting. Thank God for cell phones where you can, occupy your time.
And your hips. And your new hips.
What is my new hip?
This is taking this is a second weird turn
Friday,
here.
Oscar. I'm going to kill him. I'm going to reach through the tape.
Well,
what do my hips have to do with anything?
There's no pain in your body because of your new hips. So you get to sit for a long time.
Well, if I was sitting for a long time with my previous injury, it probably wouldn't be as bad as if I was getting up and down. But
I don't
want to digress.
I'm going to stop helping, and I'm just going to drink my beverage.
Okay.
God bless you.
Thank you.
What are you drinking, by the way? Today?
I
see 1, 2, 3, 4 vessels for your.
I have been
for your beverage.
I have been overserved. I made these 2 coffees for myself. Our wonderful intern made this water.
Did you have adult beverages last night?
I had one adult beverage. One.
Did it have a handle on it?
Do you believe him? Do you believe that he had?
I believe that if that's the truth, it was a rather large one.
No, it was a seltzer. Oh, right. and a Jack and Diet earlier in the evening.
Okay, so that's one becomes 2.
No, 2 Jack and Diets and 1 seltzer.
So, ladies and gentlemen, once again, let me start.
Oh, is this a reset?
My day with Pony. All right, so I am sitting there with my waiting for the 2 usually pretty wound up, soon to be 6-year-old and my son, the 6-year-old, to get in the car. They can be in various degrees of out of controlness because they're excited and all that, but it's okay. It's what I expect. Then I'm going to take them back to the house and I'm going to shepherd them around for 45 minutes. Then it's off to the Cocoonville driving range where the fabulous teacher, Ryan, will give them a half-hour golf lesson, and I get to just sit by the side, and it's not really that taxing at all. However, the day is laid out. Now, I should point out that when we tape this show, we are together from a little before 9 o'clock in the morning till 10:30, 10:45. Roughly. And then we say goodbye, and then we reconvene the next day. That's the way it goes.
There are tears
when we say farewell.
But we know it's not goodbye. It's just
they're
so
crocodile
long.
tears.
That's
they're
right.
Crocodile tears.
This is true.
So at 1:09, I receive, because I'm driving and I don't get it when I'm driving, but when I get to the school, I receive, would you be able to make it to the post office today or tomorrow to pick up the package with your network equipment? Now, this is the equipment that, if we are being conservative, when did the process begin?
2 weeks ago.
To get this equipment to me?
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
Conservative.
All right.
2 weeks ago.
Which is about the same amount of time it used to take the Pony Express to get a letter.
Yeah.
From New York to San Francisco.
We could have driven it there and back multiple times.
Absolutely.
So I think 3-4, maybe last week, I said, Pony, I don't know where that stuff is. Can you track it down?
Yeah, you mentioned it.
Now, we'll get to the main problem for the very careful Pony, which is fine. He likes security. He likes to make sure nobody's getting away with anything. And
right.
So he's very, very careful about something. So I get that text at 1 o'clock. Now, we saw each other. I had 2.5 hours of dead time where I could have easily made this run. But I'm sitting there in a 45-minute to an hour line waiting to pick up children, and that's it. So I do the Napoleon.
Yeah.
However, I respond, and I said to Pony, I can try today, because I'm assuming after the golf lesson, when they're back at the house at 4:15, then I can do that.
You can leave them in the playpen.
And here's where the fun begins. Where Pony says, I say to Pony, please let me know which address and the time they close to confirm.
Oh, the post office that the equipment would be at.
Yeah, when Pony says, would you be able to make it to your post office? There are 70 of them. Yes. I don't know which one
it is. It's not
to,
1910 anymore.
Is it the one in Deerfield or the one in Fort Myers? Which one?
And I am not a post office guy. No. And I don't believe I...
it's a little like selling Bill O'Reilly.
We're a Stamps.com guy.
I'm a Stamps.com guy.
Yeah.
Have been for a long time. Mm-hmm. But I don't know which one he's talking about, because there are multiples. Right?
Yes.
The problems are multifold. So then he gives me the address of the post office. And I see that, and he said their hours, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. I said, okay, I'll pick up today. Pony says, great, thank you. So I pick up the kids, take them to the golf course. Carla comes back. They're in the house. I said, and at this point I said, Carla, I have to go. Now I have to go to the post office to pick up the equipment that Pony sent to me that I had to sign for, that I wasn't here to sign for, like everything he sends where I have to sign for it. I'm minorly irritated that I even have to do this because you know what? We have a gated community. There is no, to the best of my knowledge, in the last 300 years in this community of Cocoonville, there has never been a package taken off anybody because we have a gate.
I don't want to be rude or get on Pony's side because I'm on Team Mike.
That's a good idea. Let me continue. All right. So anyway, let me just say
Thanks
this.
for stating your allegiance.
Thank you for doing that.
You're listening to His Day with Pony.
So
there has been break-ins. That's all I want to say.
He's got sometimes his memory is so. You remember
You know what?
the break-in?
The most annoying break-in so
Remember
far
they
was
stole the car and there was a break-in?
Yeah.
Like 3 years ago or something like that. Or 4 years ago.
I was going to guess something on.
Yeah.
But I wasn't sure. And I'm on Team Mike.
But
Thanks for
still,
your
the most inconvenient break-in was when he just spoke.
So I begin the Odyssey, and what wonderful technology, how it's changed our lives.
At any point, did Carla offer to go for you since you were ill?
Carla was supervising the two kids before Donnie's father arrived. A-okay with me.
Mm-hmm.
Daddy getting on the out of the house. But I'm sounding like I do right now, and it's this time of day much different than the end of the day. And I'm sitting there, so I begin the journey.
Yes.
And I'm thinking, I'm not even giving it a second thought. All right. And so I go out and I take the right, then I take the left, then I take the right, then I get on the main drag, then I take the other right, then I take the left, and then it says make a U-turn at the circle. Well, there's not a
This
circle.
This is on your Waze, I guess?
This is on my map app.
App.
My
Okay.
Google Maps.
Okay.
So I don't know why I got annoyed with you saying that, but it's my Google Maps.
Well, I just want to know who was directing you. And
Bar on the floor.
Ball on the floor.
That's not the rules. I told the truth.
So I'm off.
Yes.
And then I turn around and I realize there is not a location that they say it's you know when it says the destination is on your right.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Well, there doesn't seem to be the destination there. I'm confused. And then I go back and
Do you in your memory ever remember a post office being there?
But I don't know.
It's tough in Florida because everything changes so much.
I just don't know. But it turns out I finally pull the car off to the side of the road after I go across the main drag. I know there's no way it can be here. And the only thing that I see that's on my right is a Florida orange tourist stand.
Oh.
Where
Nice.
you can get a great sherbet. You can get a great sherbet.
Sounds
It's
refreshing.
really, really good.
Really does.
I may have taken you boys there. I may have taken you boys there. It's green. It's got souvenirs in it.
You drove
and it's
us by it.
Yeah, you said
Okay.
sherbets.
I drove
And then kept
Yeah.
driving.
Glad you're here.
You said
So,
very costly.
Yeah.
Nice to look
we
at.
got the tacos, though.
spared no expense. Ball on the floor.
That's not the rules.
What a great television program. God, now I finally caught up and it's going to go away for 6 months. Anyway, digressing again. But
Yes.
so I pull over to the side and I see that the address that Pony has given me is off by a number. So instead of it being 14601, it's 14651.
Is that he sent the wrong one or you entered it wrong?
What do you mean? No. He sent the wrong
Okay, that's what I would have
one. Like
suspected.
you have to ask.
No, not really, but I'm making it clear for the listener.
Remember, Team Mike.
That's right. Bore
So-
on the floor.
So, Team Mike.
What's the
Bore on
address?
I go in, and by the way,
Does it have a helipad?
in fairness to our boy Matt Ponyboy Bloom, it is not easy getting these postal addresses. Pony, would you back me up on that?
Oh, absolutely. And I
It's a
actually have
cluster app.
a printout from the USPS website with the address 14601 right there.
All right, so I go to my web address, and it says 14651.
I see.
Okay.
I swing around, and it's just as difficult. Kind of taking me into the same area.
Right.
I take a right just to take a right,
Yes.
and then I see a sign that looks like it's been in James Coco's rectum since he died that says, with this faded, hardly, and you go around, and there's this huge facility back way off, far enough off the road where you can't see it, with post office. Now, Pony had also sent me the hours, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. At this point, it's 4:30. 4:25, 4:30. So I'm sitting plenty of time, no problem. I pull in, and as I pull into the post office, there it is. Oh, can't go in that way. I guess that's where the trucks come out.
Right.
Let me pull around to the front. Oh, there's the consumer office right there. I don't see any cars out in front. I get curious. I look at the door. Hours are till 4 p.m.
Oh, my God. Oh.
That is
Now I'm
that
on
is when I
officially Team Mike.
that is when I
What's your
called.
printout say about that, Matt?
It said the moose out front should have told you.
Park's closed. Then, when I call Pony, I have, I believe the statement was, Pony, what is it with you and me that every time we try to do anything like this, it turns into an S show? And I don't think you had an answer. You kind of apologized, which was fine. I'm depleted. I'm sitting there and I'm going. And then I went into a spiel that I gave you a moment ago when Oscar talked about the break-in.
Yes, indeed.
Where I talk about the fact that please just send it.
Yes.
Just have them leave it. And then
And
Pony
most
says,
hours
well,
of the
it's,
day you have
it's
someone
such
at
and
home.
such dollars worth of equipment, and that pissed me off too. It's such a I know it is, and I didn't go as far as to say I would eat the cost if somebody put it in the trunk of their car, but I said, please, for the love of God, don't ever do this again. 'Cause this started with the ineptitude of having to sign the thing and then they take it away and they never bring it back.
Authorized
And
signature.
it's just it's a cluster
Yeah.
F. So Pony, I've said my piece. The bore on the floor is yours.
Mike, again, I'm very sorry, and next time will not make this mistake, and I just want to apologize again for ruining your custody day.
But let me ask you this. Did you go to Bloom Google, which is the different Google? Because when I got the website that gave the proper address of the post office, along with the hours of, I believe it's 9:30 to 4 p.m., on Bloom Google, the 6 p.m. closing is what I'm curious. Could that be a satellite post office of some kind?
I'm not exactly sure. All I know is when I went to the USPS website and got an address that was 14601, which matched with I actually got a call from someone at the post office about the package, and that was the address they gave me.
And then did you hear them stifling laughter?
Yes.
Okay, just checking.
I didn't know why.
So did you call them after we spoke, since they're open till 6 p.m.?
After we spoke, I was kind of a little bit more worried about your situation and that I had held you up all day and wasted your time. I was very upset yesterday.
It was martini time.
Yeah.
Yes.
He also felt depleted.
Is that his way of saying I didn't do anything? I just went into my shell and poured a gin martini.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because you speak Pony better than I do, Rob.
Yeah.
Yes, and Oscar's been raising his
I
hand.
didn't want to interrupt or talk or break character here.
Happy Friday,
Thank
everyone.
you. I've been working with Pony for almost a decade now.
Yes, you have.
And
So have I.
Yeah, yes, you have. And,
I wouldn't call it work.
And Mr. Matt Ponyboy Bloom has a dark cloud, like a Peanuts character, following him around at all times. And
Okay.
I tell my wife, I tell Rob, I say, we have to break this curse, this witchcraft that's been brought upon him.
Rodney Towell.
Because when it comes to details, it's not because he doesn't want to or he doesn't care, he doesn't want to succeed. He has so much going on in his mind, these ones and zeros, that he needs someone to either shadow him, hold his hand, or restrain him from not making a mistake. And it's as simple as, hey, do you mind showing me the process that you went through to get this done? So, what I'm saying is this.
By the way, this is a discussion that Oscar and I may have had on multiple occasions. I understand. I hope he's conveying it to the listening audience.
Yes.
But I dig what Oscar's saying.
It's all new to me.
Yes.
So
Exactly.
what I'm trying to say is that he's a good ass. He runs. He digs.
He's a good guy.
Yeah.
He's
He's
got
a good guy.
But it
a
seems
forehead like a
Drive-in movie too.
I always move.
But he's a good.
I always move that line. Move mess.
Yeah.
I'll be over here doing nothing now.
But it seems like the more Sandy
My hobby
grabs
is
to
working
hold-
with ponies.
Come on.
You keep him in an enclosure? All right. In a cage?
It just
He has a medical condition that is built to miss these little ones and zeros in addresses or transpose them. That will
So
give
it's
you
happened before.
No, it's happened. One thing can break everything, and it's happened before.
now, although he
Now,
is
because I knew he would say, I went to the USPS, I decided it would be a really, really good idea today to bookmark it. And
good.
Just to go there. So I wanted to do that. And let me see.
May I add one more thing, Mike, if you don't mind?
Yeah, go please.
In that same ones and zeros spaghetti mess that we're talking about, the genius that comes from Pony when he works alone and there's not a time crunch.
Yep.
And there are no interruptions. And there is, I think, the 110 milligrams or whatever he has to take every day to make sure he's focused. He's like effing MacGyver.
he is.
So,
Pony,
all the
address I'm
geniuses,
looking at.
all the geniuses have their weird peculiarities.
Yes.
Einstein hated haircuts.
Yeah.
Pony, we are talking about the 6 Mile Cypress Annex Post Office.
Yes, sir.
Correct?
That's a really great one.
14. Shut up, Rob. 14.
great one.
6.
And it's
And
a
I
great
go there
one.
a lot. Also punchy. 14 651 Ben C. Pratt 6 Mile Cypress Parkway. Hours Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday, 9:30 a.m. till 4 p.m. Tony, there's not a 6 p.m. on here.
That burns. That burns. What I have is, again, that was
On Pony on Bloom Google.
on Bloom
Are
Gold.
you using a different browser we don't know about?
Are you on the dark web?
No.
Are you on Dogpile?
But serious question.
Yeah,
Did you Google?
Metacrawler.
Did you Google the address?
Yes, I did.
Google
I
it.
did. And I got 14601 Ben C. Pratt, and hours are 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. And I'm holding this for Maddie to look at it.
Maddie, what do you
I'm
say?
getting dragged
It is
into
a
this.
picture.
Yes, that is confirmed. 14601, 8 to 6.
What's the website? Look at the very top. What's the website say?
It's not
This
in
is
this
just a picture
Oh,
of
a
screenshot.
A doctored picture?
Oh, Photoshop.
but it is. But now I'm looking up. I'm
Yes.
scrolling up.
Yeah.
It is from the USPS
I'm
website.
looking at other post office locations.
It's not the Google.
Airport Road. Another one on Airport Road. Oh, wait a minute. Now this might. I'm going to try to help Pony
Okay,
out.
please,
Okay, good.
please. Here we go.
Because it's the same address.
Four
But
on
there
the
are
floor.
two. There are two. Ball on the floor.
The rules.
Shut up, Gregory. Or Greg.
Going by Gregory now.
Greg. You
Pony,
have
is there,
sick-
you said 8 a.m. till 6 p.m., right?
That was the time that I saw.
Is there anything on there that might give a year, like maybe 1978?
Does that matter?
I think
No,
most
just-
post offices change their hours.
This is
And
why
I think a
stamps.com is
couple
so
years ago,
important.
yeah,
It
yeah,
is,
that's
because
what I'm
you can't
saying.
get to a post office
Mike,
anymore.
so you're
Right.
saying you don't have your network equipment?
No.
Oh, burn.
But it's safe in the hands of the federal government. That's good.
Yes.
Well, I would have liked to have a follow-up to know
the Fed.
where
Yeah.
it is. Pony,
Yes, sir.
is there a chance and that Oscar today could contact that post office? You notice I am removing you from the equation.
Yes.
To see if they could re-deliver it.
Oh, of
sans
course.
having
no
the
problem.
sign.
We actually have a direct connection to a high-level
This is true.
post office liaison.
So we can
So I
make
can
this
kind
happen.
of
Yeah.
take it off my radar
It's
for a
off,
while.
off your
and-
radar, Mike.
Yep, you'll get it by 6 p.m.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Now, I
That's
won't guarantee that.
I didn't
but-
say what day.
Okay, I'm just saying you'll get it.
That's right.
Well, Pony,
Set it and forget
you
it,
know,
Mike.
If I really believe that everything you touch turns into an S show, I would not have been with you for a decade. So there we are. That's,
I appreciate
that's all
that,
I wanted
Mike.
to say. Just pound sand. F off.
No.
But anyway, that's
He
it.
works.
Yes.
He works best alone. You got involved. Things got messed up.
It seems to go like that.
Team
occasionally,
Mike.
but
Team Mike. Team Mike. Team
Thank you,
Mike.
Mike.
Team
So
Mike.
much.
Team
So
Mike.
appreciate it. Want to do the yes?
what?
Yes.
I was going
Bob.
to say the great thing about this, and really to put a button on this story, because I like to leave people with something happy. You're going to get your equipment, and then you'll have an afternoon with Pony as he tells you how to hook it up.
FML. Start the damn show.
The Fox Network is responsible for some of the most useless competition shows in the history of television. The Masked Singer. So you think you can dance? I can see your voice. Beat Shazam. Alter Ego. The Masked Dancer. And now the Fox Network has come up with the stupidest, most pointless, and confusing competition show ever. I Can Hear You Dance. Masked judges score masked dancers based on the sound of their dancing. Sound confusing? You bet it is. I Can Hear You Dance. It'll have your wang tip smoking. On my left foot. On my right foot. Who wins? Who loses? Who cares? You'll always be a winner when you buy the Mike O'Mara Bonus Show. Subscribe today at MikeO'MaraShow.com. I Can Hear You Dance is produced by a live bear and only on Fox Midnight.
The best of O'Mara.
So we're here. It's Tuesday. It's not Monday. Oscar's got a bad hamstring. I'm recovering from the cold. It's another week, and it's another week in the NFL. We will get to our picks. I cheated. I looked ahead.
Oh, no!
Wowsy woo-woo.
Yeah.
Wowsy woo-woo. That's all I
Is
can
that
tell
wowsy
you.
like you did lousy or wowsy like you did wowsy?
I think you know. But before we do anything,
And
we're
by
going
the
to get
way,
to...
I
yes.
knew what was going on when he complimented us on our Vikings pick. I knew
Yes.
he knew what was going on.
Yes, you knew
In a group
because he was
text.
cocky.
Yeah.
He was thinking about it.
This was
And now,
this is in the middle of the day though. We had a bunch of games left.
I
Bunch
tell
of
ya,
games.
I have a mountain to climb. That's the only tease. Let's open the mailbag because it's not about us. It's about you. You got what I need.
I didn't know you were going to go that. I thought you might be going De Niro.
No, you're good, you. You're good, you. By the way, I saw an impressionist this morning where they did the face-changing technology, and he was doing Walken and De Niro and Arnold
A deep
Schwarzenegger. That is cheating.
It's not the
Okay?
same.
Yeah, I
That is-
agree.
that-
That's
that
not the
you-
same.
Anyone, you look at the face and you see that, you can. It's just, I don't like it. Rubs me the wrong way. And I thought the impressions were adequate at best. The first letter comes from Benjamin Klein. He writes, regarding the bonus show, here's a minor bit of trivia about the Natural History Museum at the Smithsonian. Most of the stuffed animals were killed by Teddy Roosevelt on his African safari he took just after leaving office. How about that? Isn't that something?
Oh, I
So I
did
guess
not know that.
he shot that elephant.
Sometimes, when I've got the kind of dry throat and everything, when I'm reading a letter like that, I'm like going, why did I expend the energy?
Well,
Yes.
we on the bonus show, Mike, as you blew out your voice, we talked about
Yeah.
the Natural History Museum.
Well, the entire Smithsonian
Yeah,
organization.
and we were just talking about different exhibits and where they come from, so this makes sense.
Yeah.
Sounds
A fun
exciting.
fact. A fun fact.
I'm sorry I wasn't there. Well, here we go again. It's not enough that my filthy sea wife, wow, such hostility at the
yes,
beginning.
a little bit.
A jar of such considerable note that my nickname for her is Mason. Wow. Forgets to send a greeting for my birthday, but now she neglects our best drinking buddy's birthday. Sure, he has one less hand, but he possesses more heart than she will ever have. Wow. That being said, this Friday, the 18th day of October, it is my pleasure, nay, honor, to wish my boy, Major effing star Dennis Murphy, the happiest of birthdays. I think I speak for everyone in the Bowie Greenbelt corridor when I say moo moo cuckoo. How you doing? Hello, Bull. Hey, Bull. Joey Parsons of the southern Maryland Peninsula.
I normally
That's
wouldn't include that letter, but it was so
Thank you,
well
Joey.
written, and the
It
moo
was
moo
so
cuckoo
beautifully
was
written.
nice.
It is sweet.
Yes.
Very, very
Moo Moo
nice.
Cuckoo. And Dennis is celebrating a birthday. I think he's coming to Vegas. I'm pretty sure he's coming.
I hope so.
I'm 100%.
Oh, well,
Yes.
isn't that another? Hey, look, Tuesday's a day for good news.
Yeah, and he looks good for 80.
Yes, he does. Hey, guys, my husband, Frank Allgood. It's all good, Frank.
Hey, Frank, all good.
My husband, Frank Allgood, and I will celebrate 20 years of wedded bliss tomorrow. We are taking a weekend trip to New Orleans. Hey, good city.
Yes.
And I was wondering if that's really going out on a limb. Yeah, Mike, good city. Yeah, thanks. Diamond in the morning.
Buildings don't fall down.
what is that?
Really
In
good.
the, in the
Yeah, that's
South?
horrible. God, that sucked. That happened. You know, I like it when the was it the Hard Rock that came out and said we don't take any responsibility.
When we're
for
building the building,
construction."
we're just naming it when we're done.
It just was so ridiculously
Not
self-serving
the best,
from their
not,
PR
not
department.
the most well-worded statement.
No, some idiot in PR.
Yeah.
We didn't do it. We didn't do it, duh. Hey, where do you work? I work in the PR department at the Hard Rock Hotels. We didn't do it. Coughs.
My!
Sorry. We are taking a weekend trip to New Orleans, and I was wondering if Mike, Rob, and Oscar have any suggestions for places to eat while we are there. Thanks for always bringing the funny. Janine Allgood. Janine, the great thing about New Orleans is you can just wander and duck into any joint you find and probably have reasonably good luck. That's what I like.
I've got one.
Yeah.
The
All right.
Cafe DuPont on that corner street.
Yes, they where they make the food out of paint, Mike.
Are you talking about Cafe Du Monde,
I'm sorry, Cafe Du Monde.
where they have the beignets?
the beignets. Yes,
For breakfast, it's a tourist trap,
Yeah.
but it is breakfast, and the beignets are
And if you
ducky.
bring in a paint sample, they'll match it.
And also,
Yes.
if you want to get off the beaten path a little bit, if you go about 1 or 2 blocks off of Bourbon Street, there's a place called Applebee's that is just the appetizers are so good.
I will give everyone the restaurant where we had the team dinner, and that is the Desire Cafe in the Royal Sonesta Hotel.
Truly the best.
And,
Truly
so
the best.
good.
absolutely in the middle of the quarter, the
Yes.
French Quarter, and you'll have a delightful meal there.
With the
And a lot of
greens.
the people that have worked there have been working there like 35, 36 years. Pretty.
And they
special.
absolutely and the guys they did not oversell the space, because we walked in there. I was like, this place does not look like fine dining, because it doesn't really look like it.
Yeah, I remember it was like yesterday when Dirk Vastrick stood up and said, yeah,
Yeah, it looks crowded
Remember
from
that
the
toast?
outside.
The food was great.
Mike, it looks
delicious.
crowded from the outside, but inside you'll find there's always room to fall down.
Yes, there is. Good day, mailbag. Next letter says, if Rob could please pull up the clip from last week where the buck smashes through the window into the slot. Played it for Carla. It was that great a clip
beautiful,
last
As
week.
a setup for this letter, may I play it again?
Yes, he has
because
a brief
it-
commentary.
here we
Let's
go.
play the sound first.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Alright, wait. Oh my god, you okay? You okay? Close the door back there. Oh my god!
There it is.
And I was
think
brought up to me
the-
after the fact, he has a curling iron in his antlers when he leaves.
Does he really?
Yeah, he stole it. He runs
scary.
off with it.
Thank you.
Here's the commentary. He says, Steve says, I think the funniest thing is to listen to it and think about it from the buck's perspective. So the buck is in that magical time of the year where he wants to do two things, fight and the other F word.
Right.
He sees another buck that looks just like him standing there puffing his chest out. How dare he stare at me? I'm magnificent and powerful. He twitches towards him, and the new buck mirrors the same movement. He decides to end this nonsense and beat this buck down. He charges full steam at him and smash. He's teleported into a nail salon, and he's standing on a tile floor with people screaming. He stands there, blinks his eyes a few times, has no idea WTF is going on, and exits through the door. Imagine the rest of that buck's life. He has a story about teleportation and nobody to tell it to. Whoa. You guys are the best. Love you all, and I'm not a pothead. Stevie V. Thank you, Steve. Appreciate that. Let's get through these now. Hey, guys. Like you, the wife and I love Succession. Oh, what a great... Oh, Oscar. Oh,
Man.
my God. We were late to find it, and I hate to share a little drinking game. I had to share a little drinking game Ashley and I enjoy while watching. For some reason, we made a joke in an early episode about drinking every time someone says F off. As we're settling into season 2, our silly game gets us quite a buzz on a regular basis. It really adds something. See you in Vegas. Kevin Scott, Still not a doctor.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
It was spectacular. Spectacular finale.
Okay,
Absolutely wonderful.
it's for a different conversation, but I just want to ask you briefly because Mike rarely texts me on the weekends.
Right.
But as soon as the show was over,
Yep.
I was thinking the same thing. I said I got to talk to Mike about this. He texted me, "Wow, what a finale!" We're not going to give anything away or spoil it, but Mike, did you see that coming?
At the moment it happened, right before, I said, "Oh yeah, the possibilities
Okay,
there."
but not
Because
on the
they
boat,
set it
not
up
on the
that way,
boat,
but-
not on the boat.
but Not on the boat.
No,
not on the boat.
okay.
Not on the boat. And I have to ask you this.
Yes.
And turn your radios down if you haven't seen Succession.
Quick 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Turn it down for a second. Did you notice at the very, very end the tiny little upturn, the tiny little smile?
Oh,
Just a
yeah.
little, right?
Yeah.
Which was spectacular.
Which is that's what made the
Like what
episode.
he wanted. He
'cause
knew what he
he's
was
like,
doing.
oh my god, this is the guy. This is my offspring.
spectacular. Absolutely spectacular. That show, it's ahead of everything right
Yeah.
now. I love it. I love that they make great shows like that. Hello to Mike, Rob, Oscar, the Commish, and Pony. I write to you this day to announce not the birth of my daughter, Lenore Casa on September 13th, 2019. What? I don't get it.
He said that's not the main purpose of his letter.
Okay. And like Rob, I feel the need to, that's just,
Horrible.
it's terrible. Sorry. You don't get it. Sorry, you don't get it on.
Oh,
Good.
No, I'll read it.
No,
All right.
no,
I
don't
write
give
to
him the
you this day
satisfaction.
to announce not the birth of my daughter. What? What? What?
Don't give him the satisfaction.
Like Rob, I feel the need to broadcast the news of my recent vasectomy. Okay. I knew it. I knew it was a vasectomy guy. So proud. Well, you don't get your name on. God, that makes me mad.
Just to be clear,
Just when you write the English language and you're trying to be cute, but you don't do it the right
and you
way,
always
and I'm
deal,
just sitting here
and
doing
you deal
a live
with me already.
broadcast,
You had a tough morning.
and I've got to call. Yes, English.
Yes. English.
Study it.
Learn it. Live it.
Jesus Christ. I write to you today not to.
It was a banister.
Philister.
not a
Dearest
Philister.
Maddie, Mike, Rob, Oscar, Pony, and assorted interns. Okay, it's for all of you, but I wanted to hear Maddie get a letter addressed to her. I'm a bonus show subscriber. Another delightful sentence structure.
Grammarly,
One of those
everybody.
days.
Grammarly.
Okay, it's for all of you, but I wanted to hear Maddie get a letter addressed to her. I don't have the time to go back and say how you could have written it and it would have been clearer, but I could. I'm a bonus show subscriber, have been an avid listener for years, and I used to work for your terrestrial flagship, KCJJ, in sunny Iowa City. First, a couple of ideas for Maddie's new spin-off show, Maddie's Caddies, a show to chronicle the exploits of those wacky people that haul golf clubs around. That's funny. Maddie's Daddies, an expose to hunt down deadbeat dads. All right, he's redeeming himself beautifully. Hunt down deadbeat dads and get them to do the right thing and pay their child support. Maddie's Maddies, a profile a different angry person like me and have a different unhinged rant each episode. And then Maddie's Gladdies, opposite of above, really happy people. Okay, enough of that. So I bought 2 fruitcakes with the intention of 1, double the fruitcake pleasure, and 2, I intend. Rob, I'm lost, bro. I'm lost. I can't decipher the way this guy writes. So I bought 2 fruitcakes with the intent. I will read this word for word the way it's written.
Please.
So I bought 2 fruitcakes with the intention of 1, double the fruitcake pleasure, and 2, I intend to get both the golden and platinum tickets.
Yeah, he wants some. He wants.
So I bought 2 fruitcakes with 2 things in mind.
Right.
Yes.
1, that's how you fix that sentence.
Yeah.
So my question is, are the tickets going to be used on the same episode, or can they staggered? Can they be staggered?
Can they be staggered?
Can they
Is
be
there a
staggered?
B that goes in there?
Yes.
It's only when I'm under the influence of Dayquil
Let's
that I get
remember
mailed out
Maddie's
like that.
Caddies. He did
Yes.
pretty good there.
And Maddie's
Would
Daddies.
it be possible to fly out to Podcast Village for 1 episode and then use the platinum ticket at a later date to fly to Florida? I obviously can't be at 2 places at once, you know? Anyway, keep up the funny and hope to hear from you soon. Twice. He thinks he's going to win. Nick Sticka. Or Stika. Is that a Nick
He
Sticka
says
joke?
no. It's a Long Eye. It's Nick Stika. But the thing that troubles me
Stika.
about it
Long
is
Eye.
that,
Sorry, I read that.
that there was a famous radio character, Mike, named Nick Stika.
Nick Sticker back in the WAVA days. We have to take a break. That was fun. I'm really glad I did that. feel free to edit at will those. You know what I mean?
Slice them
Use
to
your
ribbons.
Magna cum laude pen to chop them up a little more. Yes, the Breaking Bad movie that Rob already played a clip from.
Yeah.
Did we all take it in
Absolutely,
over the
yeah.
weekend?
Yes, sir.
It was,
El Camino.
I think I was the one that was saying beware of movies made after TV shows, but once again, is it Vince Gilligan,
Yep.
the director? I should have known better. That guy's a genius. He's really, really great at what he does.
And he
I
also
thought
responsible
that
for the
story-
writing of it too. I think that's
Yes.
what's key. That's what's key.
That's the key, and it was tidy. It was tight. It wasn't bogged down with flashbacks, but it had a few flashbacks. And I have to give Jesse Pinkman the thumbs up that he did just a magnificent job showing what that captivity had done to him,
and how
I thought it was
attractive a man
spectacular.
can be.
it was great. Am I wrong in was there a lot of buzz on it, or there wasn't a lot of
It seemed to me
splash?
like there should have been more. I felt that there
Right.
should have been more.
I think that a lot of people went into this episode, and I have not read this anywhere, so if this is just me, it could be. I felt like it was genius of the producers to make it just segmented to, and this is no spoiler, to just Jesse Pinkman's escape.
Right,
And
right.
then his subsequent trials and tribulations of how and where he gets to what will be his next chapter in life.
Right,
And I expected more of a little more violence and revenge. Because you're so used to that in every episode that you know
that he'd linger a little bit and try to get payback, but no,
and-
he's so terrified.
but
that
that's
he
not
wants
his
to flee.
character because I
Right.
forgot that's not his character. That
Right.
was the Walter White's character, where
Yeah.
Walter White couldn't let it go. That he
Jesse's
had,
much more of a survivor.
yes,
and also, they did a great.
Yeah.
And this Robert actually brought this up because Robert has watched.
son?
Robert has watched all of Breaking Bad 3 times. He's binged it
Oh,
3
wow.
times. He loves the
Oh,
show.
he loves it, huh?
But what he brought up that's so smart is the main purpose of the Walter White flashback in the diner was to remind us the way Jesse used to be. And he was, much more hot-headed and mouthy and not beaten down in that diner scene. And then we get to see him the way he is now. It's a good reminder of the way he's changed and the way the captivity changed him.
Also, the acting from
so good.
Aaron Paul I ask you not the way that he portrays his captivity reminded me of how some abused dogs probably feel
Oh,
when they're in
absolutely.
captivity. When they're
And
like,
just
"Can you please? Will you do this?" And if I ask you not the way that he was able to make us feel that way, where you're like, this guy.
How about the psychology of his captor?
Right?
I mean, that's just this broken monster, where he just matter of fact. That show, you know what? As we discuss it here, as someone who was saying, hey, beware, might not be that good, but I have to say, that's a movie I could go back and watch.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Very, very soon. Just like
The pacing.
show Breaking Bad. Yeah,
The pacing was
pacing's
so good.
phenomenal.
And also just the little things that are almost like seasoning to it, like without a spoiler alert, but the nosy neighbor at the condo that
Right.
keeps invoking himself into the plot. It's just like,
I know.
He's so
I know.
well included. It's just
Do you
so
think
great.
that they leave the door open for a spin-off in the area where he is off?
His
to?
destination?
I've heard rumors that there are 2 more movies that are in, I guess, the possible pre-production.
I would give 2 movies just to the guys, the druggies in the house that he runs to.
Skinny
They
Pete.
were
Yeah, I love
fantastic,
them. I
dude.
love them.
They were fantastic too.
And
a
they
lot
look
of
the
great
same.
TV.
They do.
They look the same.
And the last TV note, and we're gonna have a little movie review a little bit later too, because Rob took his mom to see Judy.
Judy!
And I'm dying to hear about that.
Judy.
Let me just say this about the last show that you guys are got me into watching, and Succession's one. The Righteous Gemstones had their finale as well.
Such a great show.
If you commit, which I finally decided, I figured out how to really enjoy the Gemstones, is you got to suspend a little disbelief and really just hurl yourself into the comedy of it, because it is. I was ready to text both you guys
Yeah.
with that finale when she's talking. The daughter especially.
Oh,
she's
got me
great.
Unhinged my jaw.
I was there
laughing
too,
at that show. He goes to the dark side.
What he
It's
says,
just-
what she says. Then I want to pick up his little boy, and
Oh God!
she's completely sheltered and out of touch. That is another show that bring them back. Bring back Succession. Bring
Yes.
back HBO. You're plugging along, baby. You're doing a great job. Great entertainment out there. The good thing is you can go back and watch them on your own. If we want to recommend a couple of biggies to you, it's that show Succession. The Breaking Bad movie's fantastic, and The Righteous Gemstones is
I'm ready to watch
one of the funniest.
I'm ready to
things,
watch Gemstones from episode 1 again because
Yeah,
I've
I
watched
might
it
start
all the way
I
through.
might
It's
start
so
it.
great.
I started. They seem to have a particular body part that they are focused with,
They
both
like
in
that, don't they?
firearms,
Yes.
and in and the daughter who seems to like a particular activity, which is, usually that's just gross and not funny,
know.
right? But it's the way they handle it. They do it so well on that
And,
show.
and again,
It's
with
great.
no spoilers, when Danny McBride says it, she ain't even apologized for that yet.
Spectacular.
Checking in live from the deck of the Jack Tar.
Do you know that Pony has something peculiar and unexpected in his car at all times?
So I got an inflatable fishing kayak.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
I never thought I'd get a gone fishing from this guy.
Not like going down the pond chasing bluegills or tommycocks.
You don't even eat them?
I mean, I don't want to eat a dirty Fairfax fish.
Bad fish.
I'll eat like flounder if I'm like surf fishing in Virginia Beach.
Caught you a delicious bass.
This shark swallow you whole.
Whether you're the skipper on the deck of the Jack Tar or the SS Caballito,
Caballito.
Small horse.
the Mike O'Mara Show Shopping Center has everything you need for your next fishing expedition.
1 case of apricot brandy. Champagne, Iranian caviar, and don't forget the color TV.
Click the banner at MikeO'MaraShow.com, and as we say on the high seas,
Here's to swimming with bow-legged women.
The best of O'Mara.
Hey, Apple. Can talk for a second, Apple. Listen, here's the deal. If my computer is attached to a power source, which you've reminded me, Apple, multiple times you always need it to be attached to a power source.
Sure.
And you want to give me your myriad of software updates, which you're so scary diligent in sharing with me on almost a daily, not even a weekly basis. All right? If some of your effing updates weren't installed, that is not my problem. Do you understand,
Right.
Apple? All right. I
Tell
get
me.
the whole bit about being connected to a power source. I'm going to let you slide on that one. Although I would think that if the phone had batteries or the computer had battery charge and they had, life, that you could install it without that. But you tell me that, so that's fine. Putting it on a power source, I understand that. But when something's connected and you tell me updates, not all updates installed, and you remind me of that every goddamn day when I say not now, not now, not now. And by the way, there should be an option when you say not now, I don't want up to ever until I'm dead.
Until you're ready.
That's when you can, I will never be ready. I will never, because I don't care, because it doesn't affect my daily work. Yes, Oscar Santana.
Most Americans feel this way, Mike.
Yes,
This is why most Americans have been hacked.
because of their security updates.
Yes.
I would posit to you this, that in the event that it's an update, by the way, these are all the apps that are on your computer that they update.
There are some updates
So this
for
is
that.
not necessarily a guaranteed security update.
The apps have security updates within the app.
But the
Yeah.
update can also screw you. Because one
Yes.
time, an automatically scheduled update went through my iPad
And killed everything.
and killed everything.
I think it's annoying as well. I'll give you another example.
Please.
I can't get the new operating system for Apple on any of my machines. You know why?
Why?
Because I don't subscribe and I'm not into the iCloud. So they say, go to another machine to get your iCloud password. And I said, I don't do the iCloud because I saw what happened with the fappening. Now, I don't have a bunch
Yes.
of pics hanging out in the internet or on my phone. But if I ever do decide to fall into that game, I don't want all these eggplants in the sky being hacked and letting the world see it. It's just not my thing.
Eggplants. I like eggplants.
Yes, it's
eggplants
nice.
works for me. The technology that is so wonderful that we rely on, though, is just
It's a give and take.
these are smarter people than me that have devised these things and that are all over the place. I pine for a simpler day when it was just the basics. Just
MS-DOS.
the basics. Yes.
Yeah,
Maybe
basic.
Windows 7.
10 go to 20.
Windows 7 was so easy and so intuitive.
Yes.
What happened to that?
Are you mocking me? Are you mocking me right
No,
now?
I'm a Windows 7 guy.
You're not. You're a Mac guy. I know you're a Mac
No,
guy. So
you're
lying.
Mike.
We started out as Windows guys.
I only moved on to Mac because I was trying to sleep with a girl when it was 2002. She said, you should be a Mac person. I said, I should be a Mac person because I like to get into your panties.
You were
the
Macking.
Mac.
I was literally Macking. Thank
Yes.
you, Pony.
The Mac
Sorry,
changed for me
yeah,
when
I
it
hear
came into existence. Changed the way I work. It literally improved it vastly. I have to give the company credit. And by the way, maybe because I finally saw the Steve Jobs movie with Michael Fassbender, that I thought, what a monster he was.
You think
What
I'm a monster?
what
You think you're a
broken
monster?
person.
We're saints.
Yes.
And the guy that we've interviewed, Steve Wozniak, I didn't know was such a good guy.
Oh,
was
wonderful
such a
guy.
nice, fuzzy guy. Was a good guy.
Did you know Wozniak gave his personal shares of Apple to some of the founding engineers because Steve Jobs would not give him anything?
Oh, the ones
Steve
that bailed?
Jobs was a
The
prick.
ones
Yeah.
that bailed?
The ones that stayed.
Okay.
Okay, once. So Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak founded Apple.
Exactly.
So they were the only ones plus a third party that owned the company. Period.
Okay.
When the company was sold, or acquired, or went public. I'm sorry.
He cared about his team.
Woz cared about his team so much that he went to bat for them and said, "Hey, what if we break off a little something to these other engineers that helped work with us?" And then Steve Jobs said, "No, they don't deserve it. They're not on the piece of paper." And Steve Wozniak said, "Okay." He took some of his shares and gave some to those engineers.
So in the book, I never read the book, the Steve Jobs book, but it turns out that Woz was kind of a good guy.
He was the good
Played
guy.
by Seth Rogen in the movie. by
Yeah,
the way.
he was the
Which
good guy.
Which I really, talk about one of the great miscasting.
But Fassbender was fantastic.
Fassbender was, if he was really that nasty, a human being, just
Hey, Apple.
despicable.
Hey.
God.
Hey, Apple.
But I'm
Hey,
looking at
Apple.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in front of me right now.
Yes.
6 devices from that company.
Yeah,
But I don't
that's
need
what
to be
makes it work.
reminded about
All
the,
reasonably
the-
priced and all without frustration.
We
Well,
all need to update, though. It's important if we want to be part of the Matrix.
Excuse me.
We have to update.
Well, is it really that important to be part of the Matrix, Oscar?
Well,
Is it really that important?
Is being part of the Matrix kind of like being part of the cloud, the iCloud?
Well, only if you want the new operating system. You know why you want the new operating system?
Why?
Because you can use your iPad as a second screen without a third-party device.
I don't know.
Did that make any sense to you at all?
No, I don't like the cloud.
You can
though.
use your iPad as a, what is it again?
A
Say it
second
again.
screen.
without
as a second screen.
Without a what?
Without a third-party device.
So you're saying like you could like link your laptop to your iPad and see things on it?
But you could just move it over with the new operating system to your iPad.
Okay.
Like
like
a
when
second
people
screen.
have two screens
When
on
you
their
have
I
two
do that
screens.
with my dongle.
Yeah, but you wouldn't need a dongle. It'd be over there.
Mike, that's why you can't be on the iCloud or people see pictures of your dongle.
I don't want
Plus-
people seeing pictures of my dongle.
Well, that's right.
Well,
Yeah.
but
Because
that's,
you need a magnifying glass. Am I right, ladies?
they've got Zoom on those screens.
Yes.
So what
Two
I'm
fingers.
what I'm saying is this: the frustration is definitely in play for everybody one
Yes.
way or another. If you don't want a second screen experience, don't worry about the iCloud. If you don't want to worry about getting hacked, don't worry about updating your operating system.
You're a guy who thinks about this stuff more than all of the rest of us put together, except maybe Pony, who just hates Apple. Do you think
Pony, why do you hate Apple?
Oh, you're talking about it right now. This is the stuff that drives me crazy with Apple. They're always trying to get you to get in their cloud or do this or do that. And I don't want an Apple ID. I just want to be able to update. I just want to be able to update my software and
Oh,
blah, blah,
you really just want to date.
Well, yeah, this is true.
That's true?
Yeah, take the up out. You just want to date.
Yeah, this one up.
He's got several useless
Date.
dongles.
your dating life.
So, do you think that they're dangling the cloud thing above your head to control you, like a carrot?
It's tough because, Mike, let me give you this example. We all love accessories.
Yes. Look
True.
at this belt.
You when we configure cars online, I want that package, I want this package, I want that package.
Right.
The way they get you is they give it to you for free, and you're like, oh, this is great. Everything, all these updates, you're really taking care of the software, like Mike said earlier. But then they say, whoa, looks like you got a lot of photos on your phone. When you go to the cloud, now you got to pay $199 a month to keep those photos.
Right.
Yeah, they screw you. And by
I'd
the way,
rather you shake me down up front than shake me down on the backside.
Yeah, let me know. Let me know what's going to happen.
If the company was created and founded and then run by a man who basically had a very questionable moral compass, which in the movie he does,
didn't claim his daughter till later in life.
Yeah,
Lisa.
And I'd say that there are hinky things in here that are trying to get you. I find it to be an overbearing company. I find it to be a little too much every day.
His
the
wife,
technology you can't argue with.
Steve Jobs' wife seems to be, by all, I guess, optics, a very nice, wonderful person. She is benevolent, giving to charities, not dating the former mayor of Washington, D.C.
Maybe it's because I've got Dayquil in me, but I just got a good joke that I can't even give the punchline to.
I think I'm
going to
with
have
you.
to write it home.
Can we help? Can we help with you?
Yeah.
So if because you always think of the name. If Mr. Hand, from Fast Times at Ridgemont High, if Mr. Hand's daughter married Steve Jobs and kept her maiden name as her middle name, and say her first name was Linda.
Yes,
Linda Hand.
Well,
Right?
thanks for
to say it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You didn't need to say it. Maybe it's because you fell down the stairs.
Hey, don't get mad at me.
You're not.
I got no
day
Dayquil, no meds. No meds.
However,
You ruined
I know
it
that
by saying it.
I know if they did get married, they would live happily ever after.
Depends on the climate.
It's true.
All right, enough of Apple. Let's get back to your Oscar texts the group this morning, like minutes ago.
Yeah, moments.
That he was going to be running a little bit late because he fell down the stairs over the weekend.
Took a tumble, Mike.
On,
So you were
Sunday morning.
You didn't come to work at Podcast Village yesterday. And by the way, we were off for Columbus Day yesterday.
Yeah.
We've never taken Columbus
It's a federal
Day.
holiday.
We took it.
Federal holiday.
We took it off yesterday.
Yes.
Why I don't know.
At work,
I didn't make the call.
At work, we were on the.
You argued against it.
You did argue.
Did I?
against, You did.
Yep. You said
I argued against it?
You said we must do a show. I said it's a federal holiday.
I said okay.
That was the argument.
No, but I don't do. Have we taken Columbus?
We've taken it in the past, absolutely.
All right, just checking. All
I
right.
can't confirm or deny. I just know we had a work day because here at Podcast Village, we're giving up. We're taking another day instead of this day.
I see.
As far as the schedule goes, Mike.
All right.
And the whole team was in, but on Sunday morning, which would be Sunday before the Monday holiday,
right?
I wake up like 9:30, like shoot up, and I'm like, oh my God, there's football on in the UK.
Morning game.
There's nothing better than a Paisano's pizza, Mike, and I don't get paid a single dollar from them, but I'm a big fan.
All right.
There.
Very good.
And I say, Shannon, order a Paisano's pizza.
What time is this?
This is around 9:30
in the morning.
Yeah, and she says no because she says thinks I'm fat, right? She's basically telling me that we're not doing that.
So you wake up and the first thing you're thinking that you might be heading down the fat road.
No, because I've been trying to eat mindfully. Gross,
right.
Saying that gross it just hurts my tongue saying that
mindfully.
Yes.
Mindful eating. I think it's not a fat guy thing. I think it's that it's a football thing. Football is not often at 9:30 in the morning.
But isn't there even a pizza place open at 9:30 in the morning?
That's a great point. So my lovely wife yells, "They're not even open anyways."
Right.
They're not open, fatty.
and so this I don't ask for much.
No,
I don't. I order that's not a big deal. And if I'm being real, the app you're going to use is probably attached to my card anyway. So it's not like a dollar thing. It's just a convenience thing.
And now, Tales of Aviation History with TMOS P1 listener Captain Joel Rogers.
Well, folks, from the flight deck, this is Captain Joel Rogers. On behalf of all 61 members of your Frankfurt-based flight crew, it's been a pleasure having the 36 of you on board our transatlantic flight today. We've begun our initial descent into the New York area where the weather is scattered clouds and isolated thunderstorms. As a reminder, instead of duty-free shopping on your arrival, why not visit the Mike O'Mara Show shopping center for all your in-flight needs? Target and Walmart have everything for your comfort and onboard snacking. Visit MikeO'MaraShow.com and click the banner to place an order. Because of the headwinds extending our flight time to 77 hours, the local time is 7:25 p.m. on May 6th, 1937. Let me be the first to welcome you to Manchester Township, New Jersey. We know you have a choice in rigid airship travel, and we thank you for flying to Hindenburg.
The best of O'Mara.
Right. So, but you feel like getting up and watching morning football and eating
because she's watching Mr. Robot, and I'm not getting my pizza. And new season Mr. Robot just dropped, by the way, if you're a big fan.
Okay. You're all over the place. I'm trying. So you were coming downstairs.
So I get up to stomp away to show her I can do everything on my own. I don't need her for my pizza.
You're on the second floor at this point?
I'm on the there's only 2 floors, 888 square feet.
When you yell for pizza, are you still in bed?
I see. This is the worst part about it. I thought she was downstairs, but she sleeps so neat that she was right next to me.
So the answer is yes, you yelled for pizza from your bed.
Yes.
Okay, Elvis.
So you yelled for like you're. Let me get this right.
Yes.
Bring me a pizza.
Your eyes open, and you immediately think pizza. That's the first thing you thought.
Or did he think pizza?
Well, I've been working on pizza.
Looks like Rob's drinking a vodka.
It does.
It's just a glass of water. Just a glass of water.
He's holding on back the pain. The way I sleep like a banshee. There are sheets everywhere.
Banshee is an Irish wailing ghost.
Yes. So
baby would be.
No. I'm talking about there's stuff everywhere.
He's thrashing.
There are sheets everywhere. There's
a tornado.
How about this? A Cat 6 hurricane, and there's only go up to Cat 5, Cat 6.
All right, you sleep fair? Like a Cat 6 hurricane.
Yes.
You're throwing sheets.
Yes,
I get it.
My wife doesn't move. It could be. She might as well be a dead body in that.
That's got to be blissful for you that she doesn't bother you.
It kind of pisses me off because that means that she has nothing to worry about and she
sleeps peacefully. Sleeps. You've made a good life.
Yes, she's got a good life.
Have her hands crossed over her chest
and hopes to go. No. So that's why I yelled for pizza, and she said, "Why did you just yell for pizza?" And I'm like, "Oh, I thought you were downstairs. Sorry." So that's when I went stomping downstairs because then she turned on the TV to watch her Netflix or whatever she's watching, Mr. Robot. And as I'm stomping, I'm saying, "It's not nice to be mean when I just want some pizza," and tumble down the stairs. So I land with my right leg inside the banister, which caught the bottom of the stairs, and my left leg straight to the wall.
I'd say that it's fairly standard.
Imagine a pair of scissors, and I'm not that flexible.
Standard staircase about 12 steps.
Yes.
Okay, how many steps down were you before you lost your composure?
I never caught the first one.
Oh, so you just went from the top all the way down.
Oh, ooh. All right, let me just see to recap here, because the English has been challenging this morning to figure out exactly what's going on.
He's had quite a weekend.
You wake up, you holler for pizza. She says, "I'm right here."
Yes.
You've waken her up. She gets up. She storms downstairs.
No, she doesn't storm. She
gently goes downstairs.
No, she doesn't go at all, Mike.
She stays in bed.
And turns on Mr. Robot.
Oh, you have a TV in your bedroom?
Yes.
Ooh-ha, Miss the Fancy Pants.
All right, I get it. So but you get up because what, the phone's downstairs or what?
No, because at this point
you're going to watch the TV in the downstairs to watch your football.
I'm going to watch my football, but I'm also going to order my pizza on my own, and nothing's going to stop me.
Got it. But you, unfortunately, the first step got you.
The first step the first step eluded me as I was looking back to tell my wife that she wasn't being nice to me.
So you're being a smart ass with your wife, and then you take your tumble. Yes. How bad is it when you land?
So much that Shannon's like, she gets up, pauses Mr. Robot, and comes and says, "Are you okay?"
So takes the time to rush to you, but not so urgent that she can't pause the program.
She doesn't want to miss. She doesn't want to skip ahead and not see stuff.
Well, Mike, it's plot centric. You don't want to miss one moment. You're lost the season.
I understand.
And I said, I'm not okay. I have not hit a step except with my foot, my head, and my elbow, and now my leg is stuck in the banister.
So you like completely out of control. And what part of your body is hurting at this point?
So at this point, it's my knee, my right knee, and my foot, which is wedged inside this banister, which really stopped my momentum and what I thought was my back.
Oh, so when you say right now, you mean then, not now?
Not now. Now is a whole different animal.
Okay.
So your steps are like up against the wall on the left side and the banister's on the right side.
Yes.
Is it a half banister?
It's a half staircase because it's such a small house that it's for the staircase.
So
is
the
built,
width, it's very thin.
It's very thin.
Very
Otherwise,
thin.
it never would have been caught. So, and at the bottom of this is a landing with a concrete wall, with a brick wall. So it wasn't a soft landing.
All right. So you're in the position at the bottom of the stairs when she comes to the top of the stairs.
Has anybody ever had those the scissors that open up that you can actually disassemble?
Yeah.
Yes.
So that was me. One side was on the left and one side was on the right, and she had to put it back together. I said, "Be careful as you're pulling my leg out of the banister," and she was very gentle. We iced up the foot. The leg elevated, called my sister because that's how you get on-demand doctor care.
Banister okay?
Banister, it's the type of pain,
Pretty
Mike,
sweet little Sunday morning.
right? Do you rip it out? Do you rip the banister out because you're in such pain? To ask me if you do. Do you do
mean
that?
like you, as opposed to gently sliding your foot back through the banister?
yes.
No,
No.
I wouldn't say you do property damage. It's not like an emergency. It's not like you fell down the stairs. It's a short staircase. Not like you need the jaws of life or anything.
It's not a short
Gently-
staircase. It's a narrow staircase.
It's a narrow staircase, but you still don't want. There's no real need to damage property if there's not a compound fracture.
Ripped the banister out because I was in so much pain.
Or you were angry. You were angry.
Angry.
I was angry because I didn't have my pizza, and
like when you say banister, did you just take a little slat out?
a slat. They're all made of fake wood. It's nothing crazy, right?
Easy to do.
I'm
Easy
sure,
to do, easy
I'm
to do,
sure
easy
they're
to do.
made of fake wood in
Easy
a
to
house
do.
that was built in 1800.
Easy to do. There's already 3 cracks in them anyways. No one's gonna notice.
Sour
Was it decorative?
grapes.
Was it the kind that's got like a little belly and then a skinny part and then another little belly?
Yes.
belly.
Yeah, but we had to save me. Or else
Tinderbox dry,
we can't
Mike.
pay
It
for
came
all
right
this.
out.
Mike, we can't pay for all of this. if you
I
don't save
understand
me.
that. That's right. Exactly.
Wake
I get it.
up the next morning, and I can't get out of bed. You know why? What actually happened was not my knee, not my foot. I hyperextended what was, I thought, my quad, but it's actually my hamstring. And my hamstring is now in.
That would be you probably pulled your hamstring.
Yeah, well, I would say it's.
I don't know if you can hyperextend your hamstring.
Oh, you can if you want to make the story sound great.
No, I called another doctor, my brother. I said, "Hey, man,
You can hyperextend a hamstring. That would be like you look like a Rockette on steroids.
Yeah, you'd be kicking yourself in the nose, right?
I've got a grade 1 hyperextension, which is going to take 4 weeks to heal.
So
God
that's
willing.
like, is that like almost a tear? Almost like you tore your hamstring?
No, I would be a grade 2 or 3. But
so you hyperextend to your hammy, so your butt hurts when you walk.
When I sit, when I walk, when I do anything.
Ooh.
Yes. Now,
Wow. And you
this
thought
is
it was
great.
like the foot and the knee.
Yeah, this is great for the show and everything else because now I can't build stuff and I can't do anything else. I can just use this muscle right here, Mike. Just this muscle.
Yeah.
He's pointing at his head.
Yes.
Thank God he didn't hyperextend
He's pointing at his
that.
noggin.
Yes. And I didn't hit my back. And this is when my brother says, "Hey, man, have you
only in English class back in high school.
Have you remember second language?
It's a tear.
Second language.
Second
I'm
language.
down with you.
He's
I'm down with you.
suffering a
Thank you.
brain tear.
This is true. How's it feel right now?
It's in pain,
Okay.
but we're moving along with life.
Should you have some ice to sit on or something?
No, but this is where my brother tells me, "Hey, did you ever sign up for that disability insurance?" I'm like, "Look, man, I'm just trying to make my way through life."
Right?
And then he starts to break down what disability insurance is, as I know what it is.
Aflac.
No, it's not Aflac. It's a different type of
Aflac.
insurance.
Well, that's what it is. It's supplemental insurance for disabilities.
Bum, 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 bum.
Not State Farm either.
Okay, just
By the
checking.
way, I like
Or is it
the
Farmers?
Gilbert
Farmers.
Gottfried
Yeah.
duck before they fired him.
I do too.
Then we went on protest. Don't know. Wrong time to tell your brother about disability insurance when he's just
Right.
trying to get through the day.
Right.
And I said it's a mild hyperextension. Now, this is what people don't realize, is that your legs, and Mike, you know this from your hips, like doesn't matter what you do. It just always hurts. It always hurts.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? How did you live with this pain? How did you deal with it?
I still lift my leg getting into an
When you
automobile with playing. No, that's my dog that does that, and he squats.
Yeah.
I lift my leg to get into the car. It still hurts every time.
Really?
I've been playing the best golf I've ever played, and I guess I'm using muscle groups I don't normally use. It still hurts right in there, but it doesn't hurt to walk, and it doesn't hurt to play golf. It just hurts after the golf when I'm like lifting my leg to get into a
So it's not
car.
chronic, it's occasional.
It's not chronic, and I know where it is, and it's right where it hurt me before I got the hips. And I think that, that's just, a man that looks at a rehab facility and says, let's drive by it.
Yeah, well, and for me, because my brother and sister won't prescribe me any controlled substances,
and that's because they are good physicians.
Yes, they gave me they said Tylenol here, Advil here, and I said, well, thank you for nothing.
Yes, but you haven't seen a medical professional, right?
No, Mike, but you had a webcam that's HD, and I said, this is what happened. I showed him the scene of the crime, and this is how my leg was, and my sister.
It's great having a medical family.
Yes.
And I'm glad
your brothers and your
man.
sisters.
I'm glad to know the prescription was based on HD video, not standard definition.
There's telemedicine everywhere, by the way. Doesn't it happen?
All right, let's get back to the banister. Is it repairable?
Oh, no. Those, we have to, when we remodel
And I believe,
the house,
you know what?
they have to go.
I believe it might be a pilaster. The little guys are pilasters. And the big
pilaster.
And the big one at the end is a banister. I think. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
It's a little
I always thought the banister was the whole thing.
No. The skinny guy. The skinny guy's underneath the guy at the top.
I get it.
Yeah,
I get it.
Underneath the
My
handrail.
brain's starting to hurt. All right. So are you going to be able to make it through the
I'm
week?
going to be
That's my
cranky,
question.
Mr. Cranky Pants. Yeah.
Oh, well, that's
Oh,
still,
yeah.
because
No.
I've still got my goddamn head cold.
Oh, my.
After what feels like a month. And well, I'm glad you're well.
I'm okay, guys. I'm okay.
Good. That's one.
That's the most important part.
During the break, make sure have Tony suck the poison out. All right, let's start. Hi, I'm Ina Garten. My favorite podcast, The Mike O'Mara Show, is incredibly funny. But sometimes when I want to listen, my hands are full. Literally. It's not easy to download a podcast with a fistful of roasted eggplant spread covered with a reduced garlic aioli. Or if you're 10 little piggies are cradling a standing rib roast with a crispy Gruyere Yorkshire pudding. That's why when I'm in the Barefoot Contessa kitchens, I rely on Alexa. How easy is that? All I have to say is, hey Alexa, play the Mike O'Mara Show, and the most recent episode plays right away. How easy is that? Even Jeffrey can do it, and I actually really hate him. In fact, we really hate each other. It's like being married to a hobbit. How tragic is that? TMOS and Alexa, they go together like little thin slices of salami and caperberry. Now back to my customer.
The best of O'Mara.
Before we get to our picks.
Yes. Oh, I forgot.
Does Adam Sternberg live in Miami?
Yes, he does.
Oh?
Yes. He lives north of Miami, I believe. Yeah.
Second party verification.
Yes, have Adam roll up there and take care of it.
Man knows cars.
Right, exactly. Hey, it's time to do our picks. We didn't do it. And then we have to get Nikki Diamond.
Yes, Nikki Diamond's standing by.
What's happened to the show? I've lost track of the show.
We ripped the show out of the glove box.
All right. We get Nikki Diamond on the phone. Get Nikki. This is our full football segment right here.
Nikki
We're gonna
is
have
standing
Nikki
by.
right after that.
Standing by.
All right. So we dive right in with the week. Is this week 5?
It is.
Hey, wait. Can we hypothetically put Nikki on the line with us as we pick?
Yeah, he's ready to go.
Okay. It doesn't have to be hypothetical. It can be real.
Nikki, you can heckle us as we pick, but do not get involved with how we pick.
Yes. Nikki, how are you?
I've had better weeks, Mike.
Oh, no. Oh, he had a night, and now he's going to have to do it. Okay, Nikki, you just stand by, drink some water.
We'll make this quick.
And we're going to do our picks right now.
Mike, it's a new feature, Nick and Picks.
Nick and Picks. Nick and Picks.
Burlock. My week's looking better already. Rhyming.
Fun.
Maddie, call out the games and we'll pick them. All right. And you listen, Nikki, you can't say anything, but you can certainly hem and haw if you wish. All right. Okay. Go ahead, Maddie.
Week 5, Thursday night game tonight. Rams at Seahawks. 3. 2, 1.
Seahawks.
Seahawks. Who said?
Oh.
Who said?
I said Rams in an upset.
I said Seahawks.
Okay. All right. Very good. Go ahead, Maddie.
Jags at Panthers. 3, 2, 1.
Panthers.
Oh. Patriots at Redskins. 3, 2, 1.
Patriots.
Bills.
I think this might be every week now. Go ahead, Maddie.
Bills at Titans. 3, 2, 1.
Bills.
Titans.
All right, Mike.
You're not courting the commissioner.
No.
No.
Sorry.
Ravens at Steelers. 3, 2, 1.
Ravens.
Ravens.
Oh, very passionate there, Austin.
Oh.
Cardinals at Bengals. 3, 2, 1.
Bengals.
Skip that game.
He can't help himself.
Mute switch came off.
Go ahead.
Falcons at Texans. 3, 2, 1.
Texans.
Right? Buccaneers at Saints. 3, 2, 1.
Saints.
Buccaneers.
All right, Mike.
You like that, huh?
Vikings at Giants. 3, 2, 1.
Vikings.
Giants.
Oh.
Shut up. All right.
Bears at Raiders. 3, 2, 1.
Bears.
Oh.
And you know that game's in London.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
Yes.
Wow.
jolly good.
Oh, but Pip and whatnot.
Jets.
Top of the morning to you.
This is a kind of a fun dynamic, isn't it? Combining two segments into one.
Jets at Eagles. 3, 2, 1.
Eagles.
Go ahead.
Broncos at Chargers. 3, 2, 1.
Chargers.
Okay.
Packers at Cowboys. 3, 2, 1.
Packers. No, well, wrong. I'm sorry.
my gosh.
Chargers. I circled the Chargers.
Oh, hold it.
I can do that.
Packers
I can
or
do that.
Cowboys?
I didn't base my pick. Huh? Packers at Cowboys. Cowboys.
Oh, Cowboys. Okay.
So,
Cowboys.
but you want the you said the Chargers.
Yeah, we got you the
Oh,
Chargers.
I'm sorry. I got the Chargers, and I want the. Did you do the Cowboys? Yeah, Cowboys.
Yes.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
Gotcha. All right.
Sorry, Nikki.
Colts at Chiefs. 3, 2, 1.
Chiefs.
Last one. Browns at 49ers. 3, 2, 1.
49ers.
All right.
And thank you, Maddie.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate that. You're doing a great job as commissioner.
Thank you,
and
Commissioner.
now from Pahrump, Nevada, we've got Nikki Diamond on the phone. Nikki, let's get right to it. You heard our picks. Now we'll let the professional prognosticator take over.
We're not going to do the audio vault too while I'm on the air.
I love that he listens.
Big fan.
He's a fan. Isn't that delightful?
Sure.
That's terrific. That's
All the
wonderful.
great segments. Bermuda Boys, no segments, but one day they'll give you something. Anyway, so look, last week, the moral was 3 for 3, and I picked the stupid Indianapolis Colts, and the Raiders killed them. So you're dead to me, Indianapolis. The whole state of Indiana, you could go to hell, and nothing good has come from that state since the Jackson 5. You're dead to me. Forget you, Colts. Never picking you again. Stay in the Midwest. Nobody cares about you. It's cold. It sucks there. You got no reason to live.
Wow.
Moving on.
Yes, Nikki, go ahead.
The carry, the sleeper, Joe Mixon. It's a horrible game. I mentioned it earlier. The Bengals and the Cardinals. But there's one reason to watch. Joe Mixon, he's going to have a great game running back for the Bengals. He'll be the entire offense. You snooze, you win, baby.
Wow. I love
yes.
that.
Like
the
that. Yes.
Merle.
Nice.
It's
The Merle. Sure
thing. The
Right.
Houston Texans, tough loss last week. They're going to bounce back in a big way. The Falcons come to town. Atlanta is dead this year. They're starting over that Super Bowl from 3 years ago. They got nothing. They're headed 4-12. The Texans cover the 5 big time, win by 2 touchdowns. It's a sure thing. And now, the diamond pick of the week.
Here we go.
Carson Wentz, he's been good. He's about to be great. He's going to light up the Jets. Winner, winner, fruitcake dinner!
There it is, Nikki. Thank you very much. We appreciate that. I like the whole.
Morning to ya.
Top of the morning to you. We will take a break when we come back. Yes, he's still on the line.
Yeah,
yes,
let's-
sirree.
Want more? Make sure you check out the Mike O'Mara Bonus Show. Get it at MikeO'MaraShow.com.
Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment.